Well, what we find in typically in most developments is that people don't have a vested interest or meaning to the name of their homes. It may be that a developer may force their company's slogan or branding upon the owners, or it could be that it's a made-up word that they don't have a true invested meaning to their home. Here at Primarc Developments, we feel that the owner should have their own meaning to the name of their home, you know. And how we derive the name Fields of Gold. If you notice that we have one of the key features in our development is actually our beautiful landscape park. And in this park, we have many species and a family of flora and trees. But what I noticed, me and my team, you know, what we noticed when we are visiting a certain botanical gardens overseas one day, at a particular time in one day, it only occur once per day, you know, which is around evening 6:30 to 7:30. As the sun is setting, it provides a golden glow onto the entire garden and park. And when I was visiting the botanical gardens, and when I saw that, it really touched me. It really touched me. Everything is awash with a golden glow. And that is my story, and that is what inspired me to Fields of Gold. But that is not everybody's stories to Fields of Gold. You see, we expect everyone to find the meaning, to their own meaning to the Fields of Gold. The Fields of Gold name is actually just a destination. The journey to the meaning of the name must be undertaken by each owner by themselves. For example, a mother and her husband and their children, they are walking in a park. And as during the sunset, of course, and as the sun rays are filtering through the trees and hitting our turf grass, and she just happens to look at that angle at the right moment, and she looks up, and she sees the entire field awash with a golden glow. And to this mother, she shares the story to her husband, of course, and to this mother and her husband, to this family, this special moment is their meaning of Fields of Gold. And this meaning is exclusive to them. It's exclusive to them. And no one else in the world have this particular moment except for them. And they have discovered their own meaning to Fields of Gold. An alternative would be their next door neighbor who just reached home from busy work, and he just strips off to his boxer shorts and he jumps into his pool, private pool that are attached to his home, and his golden retriever jumps in with them, with his kid, and they're just cooling off, you know, after a long day's work, and they're playing in the pool, and as he's lifting his child out of the water, it just so happened that the golden rays reflects onto the entire water, creating a golden shimmering effect. And at this particular moment, for this father, that is his Fields of Gold moment. You know, that is Fields of Gold. And that is a memory he will always bring with him forever. You know, it created a Fields of Gold moment for him. An alternative again would be the next door neighbor, perhaps, perhaps one living opposite him, an old couple who just celebrated their 40th wedding anniversary. And as they're laying down onto the grass, reading their respective books, and the wife falls asleep during evening, during the peace, on his shoulder, and he looks down onto her as the sun is shining on her face. And he looks down as she lays on his shoulder amongst a fields of gold. And to him, that is his version, that is his memory, that is his story of Fields of Gold. Now imagine if you're a guest and you just happen to know three of these different families, and you ask them, what is the meaning of your home? Why is it named Fields of Gold? Now each one of them will have their own interpretation and their own meaning and story to the name Fields of Gold. And this is something that ties into what I've said earlier, that a home is just not, it's just not concrete and steel and per square foot. It's about a story. It's about a story, and we tie in these values entirely to our development from the start to the end. So even the name is a story, and this is your story in Fields of Gold, and we are I'm very excited. This is my passion. It's a very strong passion of mine that when the project is completed, I'm so excited to ask different owners, what is your Fields of Gold moment?